downtown Manhattan, through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. On the visitor's sideline, head coach Liam Cohen. His guys looking good early off to the 2-0 start. On the other side, his counterpart, the Jets head coach. His guys on the other end of the spectrum. They're 0-2 to begin this year. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft. It's Trevor Lawrence.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Hey, what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
That last run got 4. So here comes 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. 3rd down, they need 5. Throwing is Lawrence. Flush to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
1st down, Jacksonville.
To throw is Lawrence.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Lawrence now. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
We both could get the sense from talking to him this week leading up to today's game, Mike, just the amount of pressure he felt that was on his shoulders. And frankly, in the entire locker room, they need to get their first win. When you study NFL history, starting a season 0-3, not many teams have ever made the playoffs in the Super Bowl era, only 6. So if they want to get a chance to find themselves in the playoff hunt, if they just want to get their season on track, a win today is going to go a long way. Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Mason Smith, he's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Jaguars offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 32 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to pick up the pace. They go play action for Lawrence. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. To throw is Lawrence. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Travis Hunter was the intended target. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Jets offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Mason Taylor. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for a Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They put Wilson in motion. He'll drop to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. His 2nd grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 1st and 10 now from the 36. On the give, it's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 9. Back to throw. He'll set up the screen to Hall. He's got room at the 30. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down. The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's into the end zone. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. This offense moving quickly, and they'll try to get set. On 1st and 10. Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Lawrence. Pass caught by Hunter. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Exiting the pocket right. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Jets, 1st down.
Here we go.
A give. Here's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 33-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Jets.
He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
At the 24-yard line.
Left side, he's got McLeod. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 50. Ready?
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
In a 4th down.
Let's go. Ready?
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Play action now. It's Lawrence. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Now a toss play, running left, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Moving outside the pocket. Now he'll run. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
A gain of 4 yards.
Lawrence to throw for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Is a turnover on downs.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's complete to McLeod. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the Jaguars' 33-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3.
3 yards to go.
Yellow, 43.
They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. That's going to be blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a 1st down.
Drive will start on the ground. He'll work forward for a couple. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
The line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Quick throw, taken in. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal. He's had a lot of success throwing the ball early. Look at the numbers. Already up over 200 passing yards. That is caught to the goal line and in. Jarquez Hunter. Touchdown, Jaguars. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Jaguars add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over possession of the football. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old
Breece Hall to the 20. And he will go all the way. Breece Hall, touchdown Jets. Pass's kick is good. And the Jets are back within 6.
Jaguars 20, Jets 14.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Brian Thomas now and the Jaguars offense getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. On first down, Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Now second down throw for Lawrence. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Lawrence. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Throwing is Lawrence. That's to Hunter. He's got it right side. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Pass caught by Hunter. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
Little on now for the extra point. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. The first couple of weeks of the regular season were wild, to say the least. What about week 3? Let's jump in. Our spin around the NFL starts now. It begins in Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Bengals. And this is Ashton Genty. He's got the ball. He's got a head of steam. He has a touchdown. 33 yards to the house. The Raiders are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital, looking in on the Commanders as they play host to the LA Rams. And it's the Rams quarterback, one of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. This one's at the half now, and it's the Rams with a 10-point lead, 17-7, your halftime score. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Liam Cohen there, the head coach of the Jaguars. His guys set to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go, set.
Tight end on the move left. Give up the middle with Hall. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Over the middle, he gets that to McLeod. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the run, here's Hall. Finding room across midfield. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Another run here with Hall. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll step up and run this. And he'll get down, avoid the hit, and gain about 7, setting up 3rd down.
Let's go. Red, 38.
He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready, set, go.
The slot man in motion right. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Let's slant. Caught by McLeod. And he's in. Ray McLeod. Touchdown, New York. That his first touchdown of the new year. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
2nd down, Lawrence. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction. You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again. When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
First carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. It is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
And as we saw in the first half, Mike, the defense was really unable to do anything to slow him down. He put up some really big numbers there in the first 2 quarters. Now here in the second half, just doesn't look like they've made many adjustments in the attempt to slow him down.
And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They go play action for Lawrence. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And he'll take it on in. Josh Oliver. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The Jets offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup, but we do have a penalty marker on the field.
Still 2nd down.
They will run it over center with Hall. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Here's 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it.
3rd and short. You think this ball's expected to come out quick, but when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
Here comes Hall on this toss to the right, and he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Down. Blue, 30 seconds.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he gets that one complete to his tight end, Taylor. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Jet.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Catch made, right side by Wilson.
11 more yards. That's another Jets 1st down.
Back to the air one more time. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds, gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Yellow.
They'll look to throw yet again. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Jets 1st down. 1st and goal.
Here's Saul, the man in motion. This one caught at the 4. And he will score. Game on. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, New York. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Jets back within 7. It's 35-28. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Here's a toss, right side. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. This is caught at 2. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Travis Hunter. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Jets offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Pearsall, the man in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. They motion the slot man left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
That's good for Jets.
Back to throw. That's right side and caught by Taylor. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go right back to Taylor, who's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
He'll drop to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Josh Hines-Allen. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already. Pearsall, the man in motion. He'll look to throw. On a quick slant, this is caught by Pearsall. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
10-yard gain. But it's 4th down.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one. They'll stick with him again. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll stay on the ground. And you'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. A run now on 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Lawrence throwing on 4th down. That is caught by Washington. And he's going to have the Jaguars 1st down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. 2nd and 11. A kneel down here from Lawrence, and that should wrap things up. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.